because we got Sonic versus Pyra Mythra up next. I promise, again, stay with us.
Don't worry, it'll be good. It'll be good. We promise. So Champ going to be playing the Sonic here. D-Man on the one of the newer additions to the game, Pyra and Mythra. Obviously, you want Mythra's speed here from the very get-go to challenge and make Champ think that he can't play the typical Sonic get-away-from-me options.
Yeah, the main win condition free for them is you have to utilize that frame data early on for Mythra to try and get Sonic to be scared. But the problem for all the Sonic, for them now, is that Sonic's has revealed to them, hey, if you just get them off stage one good time, they die. So don't even worry about it. Just keep chill or just side B back out. It's like, you know, I can do it too.
Guess so. Looking for an up B, but ends up losing the chance to get an edge guard here. Now a clutch back throw. You can't be forward smashing like that on the shield.
Now Pyra coming out here. This is all preemptive striking time. There's nothing you really can do on reaction to Sonic as this character. So you have to put the fear of God in them by swinging non-stop with forward air and down airs and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
And Champ has already revealed, yeah, I'm not playing around with that.
Right, exactly. He's just like, okay, then I just won't go in. And right now, if D-Man's like, fine, I'll switch to Pyra when I need to. When I see you actually approaching, then I can get a quick swap hit. And that actually might be a way to get around that that delay that Champ is intentionally putting on to those approaches.
And Champ's being very patient right now, but this is danger territory now too, because now with that nair out, I do like the quick switch idea. Try and sneak one in there, it didn't work out, but D-Man's slowly bringing this back.
Because he's ready for like one of the timings of one of like the sword girls, right? So it's like you instantly swap to something else. Now you got something else. You go, oh, I expected the frame 7 option, but now I'm getting hit with the frame 5. Like, okay, this is a big issue for him because now you see the quick swap starting to pay off. Those juggles are really killing it.
And something that can happen to anybody is once you get in this position, you try to force the lead back with the heavy hitter, right? Yeah. But you're actually going to be playing to a detriment to yourself because, once again, there's no real reason for Champ to approach the Pyra. He's going to wait for Mythra to come back, and that was a great idea. That was really good, and you can see him nodding his head like, you know what? I respect that because I was not ready for a get-up attack, and you caught me.
Right, and on a platform like that, it's not often that you see a punish like that with a neutral beat from Mythra. That's a little bit of an underutilized move, but we're finally getting something here. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Another side B and the drift back. We actually get the height.
Don't die here. My bad, Champ. Well, luckily for Champ, though, he still has him at 123%.
Right.
But we are... I'm saying we are fast approaching Pyra's steal a stock territory, but then he just got a homing attack. That homing attack was charging for so long, he said, I can eat that. I got that. I ain't scared. Should have been scared because you've been losing neutral since.
Oh, but can't get the follow-up off the side B. This is where I want to see Pyra get like the kill confirms, right? That's the stuff. You can get a straight hit, but sometimes straight hits are just not enough. And when you have all this rage, you got to get like a down air up smash, get something good, something meaty from Pyra so that she can actually carry the day. Because right now, Mythra has been, I would say, a very strong MVP. We just need to see Pyra kind of carry it up.
And straight hits are a dime a dozen against Sonic too, so that's already so difficult to find. But when they do, they work so well. Right. But that said, everything is just not killing right now. So all of a sudden, D-Man is actually in a prime position to get back in this game. You find one down air right now into up smash or one up air, you have now evened this game up. To be honest, this is the best situation D-Man could have asked for because he just can't die right now.
And a lot of these coast-to-coast hits are really bad. Like, I mean, unfortunately, down tilt's even not enough to take the stock here. 200%. We finally get it with a jump from ledge call out on the forward air, but I mean, geez, I feel like that took so long that now D-Man can wear Champ down. And it's not often that you see the Sonic get worn down. It's usually them doing it to the opponent.
Yeah, I mean, we just dipped underneath that 3-minute mark, so I don't think we're gonna reach that in this match. But the way that Champ is playing, he's already made it very clear. That was
the jab.
That was very good.
So
that's data collecting later, no matter what. Does he spot dodge or does he get aggressive? He reveals he gets aggressive, so he can punish that later.
Yeah, he's mashing, so he's like wanting to get out of disadvantage, and a quick pop-up. He's like buffering an option because he's still pressing buttons, thinking that it's time to play the game. Right now, we're just getting a little bit unsafe, going too close to Sonic on the shield.
Yeah, Champ is playing exactly what he needs to. One rare mistake and finally gets hit for a falling up here. There's 2 minutes left on the clock. That is plenty of time for Pyra and Mythra to say, this is still my game.
Absolutely, and we're getting a little bit of damage here. Some of these Mythra low percent combos can be very viable, but we haven't seen a lot of like clean conversions. It's mostly just been about a combos, like custom combo stuff. Champ just unable to really get caught by a long string. He's got the escape options as of right now.
Yeah, and 120%, we've already seen before, he lived up to 200 plus. He's gonna need to actually close out these edge guards this time. Previously he couldn't, he had the frame check, or he had the option coverage here to force the air dodge, but he didn't end up getting the back air, and that leaves him alive just a little longer.
Okay, another one of these homing attacks leads to something else, and it's the run-off fair. That's the Sonic special. And if you're not ready for that, you've got to be ready for everything else because, I mean, you wait until the last moment to use that, and you cannot let yourself lose the game up to that point to have that be the finishing option. You got to find your way back to stage, even with Pyra and Mythra.
Yeah, good on Champ for holding on to that at the very end, too, because he, like you said, he never went for the fall-off, run-off forward air, because it wasn't necessary.
Right.
He kept getting the air dodges he wanted with Spring, but he couldn't get the closeouts for it. But he was still getting the defensive options he needed to create that scenario because he was afraid if he recovered high, same thing would happen again. I have to go low this time. Nope.
Right,
nope.
exactly.
Free fall off forward air.
Yeah, and it was a couple good forward airs on that ledge that really won the game for Champ. I mean, it was the first, one of them was a jump from ledge that was caught from a high. But then this one, the runoff, it's the mix-up, right? You kind of expedite their options to get off of ledge earlier so that now they think, oh, I have to get back, I have to get back. And then you take advantage of that haphazardness.
Yeah, now here on, this is a common one that I've seen as the counter because you don't want to leave those two platforms open for the same type of situation as last time where Sonic could run to multiple, but you still want just enough room, kind of like FT, to be able to reset against Sonic to try and react to him on approach with Mythra. But instead, actually, we're seeing primarily started damage with the Pyra.
Yeah, I definitely like the option just because you're waiting and hoping that Champ is going to take an aggressive start to the game. He is indeed, so he's getting right up, and we see a Foresight now could take stage control and use something here. Oh, the spring out. Okay.
Foresight almost got him a stock.
Yeah.
And D-Man is figured out some data from that last match. Unfortunately, there's not much you can really do about that. You got caught. But he was able to get a lot going to start and already establishing 92 and still going. And Champ throwing his hands up to the sky wondering, who did this to me? You did it to yourself.
Yeah, you definitely did to yourself. You only have yourself to blame. Missing out on a grab, but still able to pick the combo back up. Not super worried, and we're going to hold that out and still unable to get a real punish. The drift out is enough for Champ to avoid.
This has been this much better back and forth game here too, Nerf, because the first game we said before, once Sonic gets that early lead on something like Mythra, he doesn't need to approach. Right. But once you're forced to box constantly, now all of a sudden those straight hits are adding up, and Champ is kind of second guessing what's safe, what's not. I can't believe he was able to time the air dodge past that though, because that should have been a pretty free range down smash on that air dodge.
That's a long lasting move. I'm very surprised that the iframes were still active by the time he passed through it. Still looking for a down air to try to two-frame, but it's so hard to punish Sonic up B. It's quick enough that you're like, okay, I got to be pre-prepared for this one.
I'm still, that's one hell of a punish on a homing tech. That, all right. That just sucks. Like having the first one was definitely because Champ went after it. Right. But that one's one you could have survived. You're still scared of that situation, but D-Man now being down a whole stock again after basically winning the beginning of the game, now Champ is going to get that confidence boost.
Right. And now you have the ability to just stand at ledge, do nothing, and pressure your opponent into dying of their own accord. And in that situation, it feels like Champ might be a lock to win the set if he's going to be able to get another combo like he has thus far. Some great resets on platform, but I need to see D-Man get the stock, and he does with a clean forward tilt.
I was actually going to say that because of the fact that D-Man never panic air dodge and saved his resources to react to when Champ would run at him, told me that he wasn't out of the match yet. Right. Because when you see someone panic air dodge in those situations, they're checked out. They're scared. That's it. Your jump's gone. And that was a guaranteed pressure point from Champ. The moment the jump was gone, it was a free coverage. He knew that as long as he went after him, he would make him have to go down. Congratulations, Champ, for winning Smash Gun.
Yeah, with that pop-up, I would have believed it, man.
Hey, man,
he lift up the stage, man. He's like, go over the homies.
Go.
Look at that dude in the top hat.
I'm the champ.
Like, oh my! Oh, they're getting the
all right,
the whole homie hug.
You know the current Twitter trend going on right now.
Which one?
With the picture angle.
Oh yeah.
Champ giving his new submission to that. So I didn't ask for that, but we got it together.
Just give me up on stage. we gotta do it. But hey, no, good stuff. Champ gonna be able to take that a Sonic victory, and this time outspeeding the speedster of Mythra and beating out Pyra in the brute force department as well.
Yeah, and the battle is, I mean, honestly, in fighting games, speed is usually the determining victor, and it's not an inconsistent thing. And it's a good reason why the Booper himself is performing so well. It's not just the defensive gameplay, it's also the extreme stress of, hey, I press one thing ever and I whiff. They can full screen react to with that run speed, and it's hard to deal with.
Exactly, and I mean, it just felt like it was situation after situation that it just got dumbed down to the simplest option. I will force you to hold shield or let go of shield at the inopportune time, and then I get everything I want. And Sonic players, they're just so good at making you unable to like get your flow chart because they dictate the pace of this game.
Yeah,